at that. Welcome to the panhandle of Texas. So we're coming into some supercells near Seymour, Texas, in the panhandle of Texas. Been dropping tennis ball size hail. Several people's already lost their windshields. We're going to go to Seymour and go a little bit south to get on the back side of these supercells. We're right in the triple point of the dry line and the warm front. Warm stationary front's just to the north of us, probably about 10-15 miles. Stationary front is in front of us about 30-40 miles. They're Lubbock, Texas, so we're just southeast of Lubbock, Texas, on Highway 277, headed towards Seymour, Texas. I plan on keeping my windshield today, what I'm hoping to do. Up in Seymour.
That's on Munday. That's on Seymour. And then you said O'Brien?
Rochester. R-O-C-H-E-S-T-E-R.
There's one on the next exit.
This one here coming up?
Yes.
Where it says hospital?
Yes, there's actually 3 gas stations.
We're going to gas up first, but yeah, we're going to keep going straight down to Munday. Try to get south of this storm so we don't get in the hail core. But there's supposed to be some gas stations right here. Because I don't see anything down the other way.
There's supposed to be all. You needed to go straight. Go straight.
Straight where I'm going or back the other way?
Keep going straight. You're going good.
Oh, so I'm going right downtown.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in Seymour, Texas. We're trying to stay south of that storm right in front of us because it's got a hail core dropping tennis ball size hail. So we're going to gas up real quick and get back on 277 towards Munday and come in on the back side of it.
Keep going. The road's going to curve. And then you're going to come to Main Street after the curve.
Ain't got time.
Hey Joseph, the super chat on your spin bags for all this keeping us safe. I appreciate that, big super chat. So let's get the storm north of Knox City in Texas back to storm remediate here. Again, a lot of the reason why is because we have light, like sunlight, for example. We basically have the light scattering from water. So that's essentially what we're seeing here. Basically blue light scattering. That's essentially what it is. Again, this it's sometimes going to be green too. Some people correlate colors like this with tornadoes, but that's not necessarily what that means. Honestly, the easiest way to describe this, it's a UFO. Right? We got a UFO coming. It's landing here in Texas.
Right, we'll be right back. I'm going to get some gas and we'll keep going. back on the road. We're in the panhandle. We're in Seymour, Texas. We just topped off with gas.
Mileage 191.49.
And we're trying to get out of this town because this town is directly in the path. Woo, he got close. Of that storm that's got the baseball-sized hail. So we're going to go down here a little ways on 277 and try to come in on the back side of this storm. So we're kind of in a good place. We're kind of on the south side of these three storms coming through here. But that one just to our right, and you'll see it in a minute. It's got a good structure to it, but boy, it's got some big hail in there. Matter of fact, all three of these, there's a third one developing just to the southwest of us, behind these first two. But all of them's going to have hail. Big hail. So we're kind of in the triple point. We got a boundary line about 10 miles north of us. The dry line is about 30 to 40 miles out to our west. So, is this 277? No, this is...
Take 183 south.
No, we're good, straight. Okay. We're just trying to get our bearings here because we don't want to get caught in the storm. We want to stay on the south side of it. Here?
South 277, take a right.
Some of them's already lost their windshields. I don't want to lose my windshield. We've got a rear hail protectors up. I've got the front windshield protectors on top, but we haven't put it on yet. So we'll see. I'm hoping we don't have to. I worry more about the rear windshield than I do the front windshield. The rear windshield can't take as much force as the front one. If this hail's as big as I've seen, the rear window will not hold up long, especially since it's slanted. So we've got so we're right in, like I said, that we've got the boundaries just to our north. The dry line's about 30-40 miles out to our west. These storms are going to start firing up. They're already doing that right here in the triangle. To have hail as big as it is, there's got to be a lot of updraft to be able to hold that water up that high. Get in behind this, I mean, they're right here just to our northwest of our location is these first two supercells. Like I said, the hail cores are so big, we're just trying to stay to the south and come in from the southwest side if they do drop a tornado. We've got a third supercell out to the west, southwest developing. And you can kind of see it in front of us. That's the one that's developing down that way. So we're kind of southeast of Lubbock, Texas right now. It is pretty flat out here. If I dare guess, the road in front of me, as straight as it is, I can see 4 or 5 miles in front of me, and it's just as straight as an arrow. and just as flat. So if something does drop, we should be able to get pretty good video coverage of it. We need to format these.
I did.
Awesome. Then just let them go ahead and start recording. Now let's see which one we're going to get on. We're trying to figure out which one we're going to try to get on and come up from the south. So we're southwest of Seymour, Texas. We're headed toward Munday. We're going to come back in from the southwest side of these storms. Try to stay out of the hell cores on them. Find me a cut-off road back to the north down here. There should be one in, I mean, if I have to wait, but there should be one in Glory or Munday.
Monday.
Both of them got a cut-off road. I'd rather wait until we get to Munday and come in on the back side of it.
On Monday, you can take a right.
What is that road, 82? No.
It's Highway 267.
Yeah.
On Monday.
So we're going to go down here to Munday. I think it's about 10 minutes down the road here. We're going to take 287?
267.
67 north. So the boundary line right here north of us. Let me see where the dry line is. We got more supercells coming in. The one right in front of us off in the distance at the horizon is the third one that's forming right now. And I expect that one, since it's going to be right around 6 o'clock when it makes it up here, it's going to get pretty intense. These other two are real intense, but that one should get pretty intense right around sunset. We believe this one that's coming into Benjamin, Texas right now has actually got a hook. It's got a hook echo on it, but it's got a ball at the end of it. It's not on the ground. Nobody has said that there is any tornadoes on the ground. There's plenty of chasers right there underneath of it. We're going to come around, like I said, on the back side of it. Benjamin, Texas, small community out here in the panhandle. And it's southeast of Lubbock. All these storms are southeast of Lubbock right now. So bear with us out here. It's a pretty open area, and we're going to go in and out of cell coverage. Pretty open area, and we're going to go in and out of cell coverage a little bit. But I think we've got pretty good. As flat as takes out a lot of wheel bearings. Takes out a lot of wheel bearings. We go through at least 2 full set of bearings all the way around every year. At least 2 full sets. Good thing I know how to work a car. I do 90% of my own mechanical work. And I don't think, somebody asked me last night, and I thought I had mentioned it before, but full time I work in the save up all my leave time to do this over spring. I can read it. Oklahoma, I believe most of the storms up that way, or that was around Oklahoma City, have died out. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the radar up here. You may have one storm left up there. It's out to the east in Muskogee, but I believe all these are going to come that way because they have put Oklahoma City, Norman, El Reno, all that area under a severe thunderstorm watch. I believe up to about 10 or 11 tonight. So everything we see down here is headed your way. We're going to take a right up here in a couple of minutes. We're going to come in. The storm you see in front of us at the horizon is the third supercell that's developing. And it's about a half an hour, 45 minutes behind these first two. These first two are directly out to the right of our car. And when we take a right up here, you'll be able to see them. And the closer we get, you'll be able to see the structure. And the only thing we're trying to do is stay out of the hail core. If there was no hail big enough for us to worry about, we'd have drove right into them out of Seymour, but too many people lost their windshields already. Trust me, I'm being safe. We're making a wide loop around these two supercells to stay out of that hail core. I saw one of the hail balls was at least 5 inches across. So it was even bigger. It was as big as a softball. Weather Service put severe warnings on them just for the hail alone. So again, that storm developing out in front of us is the third supercell. There's 2 out to our right. When we take a right up here, you'll be able to see them. And we're going to come in on the back side of them. Actually, is there a closer road I can come on?
No, we're coming into Quarry. It's not in Quarry.
Yeah, I thought that was right there.
Why is it showing up on Google Maps?
As long as it's not the dirt road, I'll take it. I'll tell you what, we'll just go on down the bunkie and go up. But that's going to put us right under that one, and right in front of the second one. Thought we were getting good at these nighttime chases, but that one the other night we were able to get a picture of right in front of the car. It hit the transformer, lit up blue. That one, when we went back this week and looked, you know, and EF3 as far as we were concerned when we took the picture of it. We didn't even have to blow it up. didn't even zoom in. It was just right there. Never even heard it. We think it was only on the ground for a couple of miles. It was right at Scott Air Force Base outside of St. Louis in Illinois. So many years as we've captured them at night, but we didn't even, I knew it was there, we just couldn't hear it, couldn't see it, wasn't a lot of lightning, and then boom, hit that transformer and it was right in front of us. Alright, we're going to turn to the right, right up here. I don't know if I've ever been out in this area. We've been to Lubbock and we've been to Abilene and a lot of places in between, but I don't know if I've ever been down this road. We're on Highway 277 in the panhandle of Texas. There's a lot of power lines down here, but that's about it. Yeah, so we're getting ready to come into Munday, and we're going to go northeast out of Munday right towards these supercells. That's the road right there. I'm afraid to take it. They're not seeing it show up. Got that lowering. Man, look how dark them clouds are. When we get underneath this storm, the clouds are just really, really dark. Reminds me of Oklahoma and Kansas type storms.
We're going to have to get off of 277 onto West Main Street to get onto
286.
267, yeah.
Two what?
267.
So you can see this deep.
267, we're on 222.
Can you just put in Benjamin?
Benjamin?
No, put in Kroll.
Kroll?
Yeah. That should, yeah, that should take us through this town and get us on the right road. As you notice, the closer we got, you thought it was just a line of thin, dark clouds out in front of us, but this is absolutely a supercell.
In 1.3 miles, get off onto 222.
I can't believe that's like a tornado warning right there.
Look how dark that is.
Well,
Oh, severe thunderstorm warning.
hey. Baseball size hail. We just got emergency warnings on it.
Get off of this.
Where?
Quarter mile onto 222.
We're getting ready to turn north here, so you'll be able to see this thing. It's a pretty big storm. So we're in Munday, Texas, in the Panhandle, southeast of Lubbock. Getting ready to turn north into this supercell storm that's dropping baseball-sized hail. We're not going into the baseball-sized hail, but it's got a lowering on it that looks pretty intimidating. I can't believe they don't have a tornado warned, but I assume they don't see any rotation up in the atmosphere. I don't know how good our radar coverage. See how big that structure is?
And then 1.3 miles, you take a right onto 267.
About that. 277 or 67?
267.
He didn't even stop at this stop sign.
No, you do not.
2811. If you can see how big that structure is on this supercell, this thing is huge. Baseball size hail. It's got a lowering. I can't believe it's not tornado warned, but like I said, I don't know how good the radar coverage is in this area. I see a radar northeast of here. See if I can find one any closer.
Looking indicated over strong winds again. This looks like on radar right now. Big camp for kind of on Highway 6 near Benjamin, Texas.
We want to stay away from that hell
Maybe on this one for apple size hail right now. Moving on to the east, northeast, and northeast. It'll be coming up for a while. And that's where the main town is nearby. The storm near Seymour. If this continues to go right, which it has been, Seymour is
Half a mile.
Okay.
So
we're coming in, it's in Benjamin now. We're coming in on the back side of this storm so we can stay away from the hail. Yeah, this is a huge supercell. When we turn right up here, you'll be able to see.
310.
We might be getting close enough you can't see the entire structure. Oh yeah, this thing's got a major lowering on it. So Rhineland, right here,
Right here, 10 mile.
right here, right 267.
Yes.
Let's take a look at this. We have got to stay out of the hail core. Look at the edge of that supercell. That is massive. That is really nice to look at. This is what most chasers love to see this time of year during the spring. We're going to pull off right up here so you can see this thing in its full glory. I can't believe this thing is not tornado warned. So there's the edge of it. I'm trying to find a road we can turn back to the west, but that is the edge of the supercell that's dropping baseball size hail. Man, we can see it. We may be going, we may not be able to go too much further north. We can just find
A little further up, looks like there's a little further up, it looks like there's a brown patch that we could turn into.
How about this road right here? Man, oh man, look at the structure on that supercell. You're right, it's huge. We're just trying to find a place we can pull over to point back towards the west to where we won't get stuck. But we can show you the hail core because I can see the hail core and we don't want to get near it. And we do have several lowerings. I can't believe this thing isn't tornado warned. Look at that.
I don't think the soil is going to continue. There's really no rotation anymore, so the tornado warning should be
So there's, I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit, see if I can get side to side. So there's the left side of it. Right in there is the hell cord just to the right of the live stream. And then you can see the front side of this supercell out here in the plains. I'm just trying to,
This is interesting, by the way. What goes out there? This is actually
I'm gonna get out just a minute while y'all get to see, take a look at that. Things.
Discussion indicating that parts of the current severe thunderstorm watch that we have will likely be upgraded to a tornado watch within the hour. So we will likely have a tornado watch here soon. Currently, the biggest concerns are hail up to the size of softballs.
Okay, they're getting ready to put a tornado watch out on us.
There is still potential for this strong tornado, but tornadoes are a possibility, and the damage includes 80 miles per hour. We're also canceled. Once again, this is our stationary program. Surge storms that stay south or along this mountain range can be tornado prone naturally. We're going to be able to see potential for strong tornadoes or just tornadoes in general in this environment. So definitely stay weather aware. This includes areas around which California is just south of Oklahoma City and down to
Tornado watches for the county we're in on this supercell.
Seymour in the next few minutes. Riley has an update with that Riley.
If it drops, it's going to drop right here in front of us.
Now that it says loaded on the Storm Prediction Center website, and I can read the text, it says that we basically very large barrel with 5.
We got a major lowering. Let me point the camera in that direction. Right there, we've got a major lowering.
Continue to see that over the next few hours with these.
We already have the east-side sail reported tornado from that region, and the hail front's going to continue. We now have a tornado warning. Once again, near Benjamin. Rotation is the strongest right now on Highway 82. It's going to be moving towards Seymour over the next few minutes. So if you are on this tornado warning, maybe in your storm shelter, basement, closet, bathroom, away from windows, and get around the parts for a while. So the storm is definitely dangerous. We've already seen the last of them out of it.
major lowering right there in front of us. They have put a tornado warning on this supercell
I don't think we did, but
moving into Benjamin, Texas. But we got
severe thunderstorm warning for both 3-inch size hail and 90 miles per hour. Those are
we've got a major lowering right there in front of the live stream. You can see it.
On this storm. That is unbelievable. 90 mile per hour winds and 3-inch size hail on this severe warning here.
Okay, that's the storm that we're on that you're seeing on the live stream is the one that's dropping big apple-sized hail, and we've got a tornado warning on it now. Major lowering right here in front of us. There's several places a tornado could drop on this storm.
So that's also pretty crazy. Riley has never update going Riley.
Yeah, Max, it looks like we just saw that update come through. It's actually a 95 mile per hour wind gust in Benjamin, Texas. That was the reason to upgrade.
That is crazy. So 95 mile per hour winds coming out of this supercell that is now moving and basically paralleling Route 82 heading towards Seymour. So this is a very destructive supercell right now, moving to the east-northeast, and it could literally smash your windows if you're traveling along this roadway. So you should not be traveling along 82 right now, anywhere between Seymour and back through Benjamin, Texas. And again, in the long term, if this storm continues its trajectory, it is going in the direction of Wichita Falls, Texas. So if you have any friends or family in this general area, they have plenty of time, but just make sure that they're aware of the situation in case this storm does cause some problems over there. All three of our chasers on the bottom of your screen are all on this supercell right around 82. That is attempting to produce the potential here of a tornado. The rotation has gotten a little bit stronger over the last few minutes. A stronger area of convergence right now on Route 82. It will be moving in the direction of Seymour and Red Springs. Red Springs is the main location that's in the near
Okay, we
term.
just left Seymour gassing up.
Two spots that you need to make sure
We have a major lowering right in front of us. It almost looks like there's a funnel above the ground in that lowering. We've got several supercells right here trying to merge. Getting ready to move. And this thing's getting awful close to us here.
Might be more rain wrapped as well. Friday is actually in the middle, looks like, of our surge wind. He's right in the hook right now, so he's staying in the hook. You can see upwards of 90 mile per hour winds here in the R&D surge. See his location, tracker on the bottom right of your screen. The bottom right of his county. So he's currently already in the hook. He's in the R&D here at the moment.
Let me get a little more shot. Alright, y'all watch our channel to be able to see a storm. I can't show you a better one than this, so we're going to show you the whole thing. This is severe warned. Possibility of dropping apple-sized hail and a tornado just any minute. That's the front side getting ready to go into Benjamin, Texas. It stretches all the way back. We have a major lowering right here. And we've got all kind of scud, but a major lowering right here. If there's a tornado in here, it could be anywhere over this way, either rain wrapped inside there, or this is another supercell coming up from the south. Let me zoom out. You can see down there it's coming in. It almost looks like it's trying to merge with this one, but it's right there. I wish I could get a better. The sky is actually much darker than what the live stream is showing, but there could be, if there was a tornado wrapped in the rain, it could be right there in that area. We've got some rotation. There's the front of it going into Benjamin, Texas right now, headed towards Seymour. This thing is absolutely huge. This live feed really does not do this justice. Because these clouds above us are just as black as night. This thing is absolutely huge. This thing is pretty intimidating, but that's what they look like out here in the Great Plains and Southern Plains when they come through and there's no obstructions. But this storm is actually severe warned for hail and a potential tornado.
It just became tornado warned.
Okay, they just put a tornado warning out on this. Do you know where it's at? So I can point the camera in that direction.
The hook is just above Munday.
Well, that's where we're at. So they're saying that there could be a tornado right in here. I'll try to hold the camera steady. Cameras were not made to ever be put in human hands because it's hard to hold them steady. But there could be a tornado right in that area right there, because we're just a mile north of Munday, Texas. There's the front edge of this supercell, and you can see how far it goes out. I can keep moving the camera, but there's the edge of it going into Benjamin, Texas. There could be a tornado anywhere in that area right there. This thing's getting pretty close to us actually, so we've got, I wish they're getting ready to put out the warnings here just any minute. Yeah, I've got that turned on, but the wind is blowing so hard out here right now, and trying to get a full panoramic view of this. Let me see if I can get back over here a little bit, because we got another one. So see down there, we've got another one coming in from that angle behind us. So we literally got one in front of us and one developing behind us. And this thing is just, it's extremely eerie out here right now, put it that way. When you've got a storm that big behind you, and then as you pan around, you've got one this big in front of you. But we're right here in Munday, Texas, and we're right in the middle. Right in the middle of these two supercells. This is the first one dropping apple-sized hail with a tornado warning on it. And as I come around, you can see this other one forming to the south of us. And it's just as big, may even become bigger. And it's just to the south. I'm sorry about the wind is blowing out here just so hard. They said they had a 90-mile-an-hour wind gust on the front of the other supercell, and I bet it's blowing 30, 40 mile an hour plus out here right now. Let me see if I can steady this a little bit. But that supercell down there is as big or bigger than the one that's north of us, and it's developing so fast it wasn't even there 10 minutes ago. We've got a lot of rotation right in that area. We got a lowering with a lot of rotation right there. And these storms are really, they wasn't moving very fast initially, but they are really bugging out now. So I'm trying to wonder now if they put the tornado warning on that one. That one's got much more rotation in it. That's got a huge amount of rotation in it down here to the south of the one that's got the apple. So you can see now the U-shaped center of this one. This one's got a lot of rotation in it. This one's coming in from the south of us. I'm going to have to look at the radar. Oh my God. Look what just developed right next to us. That just developed right next to us. I don't know if you can see it as good as we can. But that is literally just quarter to half a mile away from the car, and it's dropping pretty fast. Gotta watch these cars. We got our lights on out here, but still, some of these cars are getting way too close. Like that one. So look at the structure on that one down there, and it's got a lot of rotation in that supercell. A lot of rotation in that supercell. Compared to, we still got a lowering right there. That lowering looks light on the live feed, but it's actually really dark. And it's got a clear, definitive line on the right side of it, which gives me a little worry to it. That if you look up where it attaches to the main cloud above, there's kind of a good flat area there with a lot of, you can see inflow from the right into it. There's a lot of inflow into that lowering. That supercell down there is really, really getting a structure to it. And as you can see in front of that one, see all the sunlight, a lot of afternoon heating occurring too. I wish you could see that, but see if I can get it better. Got a lot of inflow. Man, that one down there is really moving. See the lowering below it? It looks like it's forming a mesocyclone underneath that supercell. Major rotation with that supercell to the south. That one's going to go right south of Munday, and right towards Seymour. And then this one here, which is, that's getting ready to come right over us right there, but I think that's just ground scud. And then now you can see this supercell's got way out in front. It should be over Benjamin right now. And look at the wind. Measure that wind. That's got to be 60. That's got to be more than 60 miles an hour. We're getting wind gusts all of a sudden that could be as high as 60, 70 miles an hour. I mean, you can see the fields are just waving across there. Well, I may have to get back inside here in just a second. Really worried about this supercell to the south, though. It looks much more intimidating than this first one. Okay, I got to get inside. What we get? Hey. Oh man, wrong light. All right, let me get hooked back up here. I want to get out of here before we get right in the middle of it. Hang on, people. Let me get the camera back in the window. We're gonna have to bug out of here. Hang on, bear with me. I need something like that. Well, we got something right here in front of us. Oh no! Hey, move! Let me get out of here.
Okay. They said there's a confirmed tornado on the ground.
Where?
Near Vera.
Okay, where's Vera? Guys, we're gonna have to go to the south to get away from this one. There's just too much lowering in the cloud right here. There ain't nobody out here on this area. So I'm gonna give you the last big shot of this first one. There's the edge of it. And as I swing around,
it's just northeast of us.
That way?
Yeah.
Man, I hate to leave right here though. Something is getting ready to develop. But I don't want it to develop. We're gonna back up. There's nobody coming. I need to get about a quarter mile behind where I'm at. Something is going on right here.
There's a car starting to come.
Way back there. Oh man, I tell you what, I gotta turn around and bug out of here. You'll see, we probably got 50 mile an hour winds. We just measured them at 58. What in the world is that? Oh, look at this. We probably got 70 mile an hour winds right here. I ain't even got time to put in a report. If somebody can call the weather service in Lubbock and let them know we're getting 60 to 70 mile an hour gusts just north of Munday, Texas, that would be great. This, what you see in front of us is the second supercell coming in. Holy cow. Is there a hell core in this one? Here, I gotta get it. Oh man, we may have a tornado right here. Alright people, we got some hellacious weather coming in on us right now. We've got a huge tail on this second supercell coming in to the south of Munday. This storm you see in front of us is the second supercell south of, actually it's coming directly into Munday. And we're right in the middle of this. They said there's a tornado on the north side, but I'm hard pressed to believe there's not one right here.
Look at those winds.
Here?
Yeah.
Here? Where's it at? We can hear a tornado. It is right here. Can y'all hear it on the, we got to get away from these power lines. Man, if y'all can hear that, that is a tornado and a half. We just can't see it. We're going to look to the north. Make sure this thing ain't right on top of us. Man, listen to them winds. Give me the phone number to Lubbock.
This warning is still radar indicated. Again, we've not had anything official. We just have reports.
We've got one right here. This thing's got to be right on top of us. National Weather Service.
Hunter's now into the town of Vera. This is where we have had some reports of damage.
It is 8:06.
Hold on. (806)
745.
745
Yep. 4260.
4260.
Yes.
Give me another wind measurement.
I want to give you an idea what the outside of the storm looks like too. This is Storm Hunter Media. They're looking at the outside of the storm. And notice it might look elevated, but again,
Yeah, this is a storm spotter. I'm in Munday, Texas. We're getting 80-mile-an-hour gust here. I can hear a tornado. I can't see it. It may be rain wrapped, but this thing, you can hear it. And it looks like I've got two supercells merging here. One was to the north going through Vera, and we had another one develop to our south, and it's still down there. It looks like it's merging. I can't tell which one of these is producing these 70 to 80-mile-an-hour winds. But I know there's... Go ahead.
Latest scan still showing a stronger cut, at least a couple here, coming up on right up on 82, approaching 266 road.
Which office is it? San Angelo? Okay, I'll call them. I got their number. All right, thanks. San Angelo. I need San Angelo. Here. While you're getting that, I'm going to get down. Hey, get me San Angelo Weather Service. I want to get away. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oh my God. Just as we left that intersection, the transformer blew. Wow. Holy cow. Just as we left that intersection, the transformer blew. We have got a tornado right here. I do not believe this is just straight line winds. We're trying to get St. Angelo Weather Service on the phone. Hold on. 325
944
944
9445.
9445. Hey, this is a certified storm spotter. I'm in Munday, Texas. We have 80-plus-mile-an-hour winds here. I can hear a tornado, but I cannot see it. It looks like we've got two supercells merging here. One that was on the north side going through Vera, and a huge one to the south that blew up in just a few minutes. And
this is Super Chat. Memphis, Tennessee is probably all right. I'm not Memphis, Tennessee.
well, I called Lubbock. Lubbock said it was your territory. They wouldn't even take my report. If you'll take the report, because I got to get out of these winds. The power lines are going down behind us. I'm in Munday. We're trying to get out of this. Oh my God, we got stuff blowing across the highway here. But we've got power lines going down behind us and transformers blowing, and I can hear it. I just can't see the tornado. It is loud.
It was on the intersection.
I am in Munday. I'm right at 277
In 267.
and 267. Well, where's the rotation at? Oh, geez, that would be exactly where it's at then. I thought I saw it. We've got a huge lowering. I wish, if I'm on live on YouTube, if you'll go to @JackSloan911, you will see it. I've got it right in front of my camera right now, that lowering southwest of Munday that may have that tornado in. Certified Storm Smart have been doing it for decades, but I'm in Munday. I'm pointed to the southwest. Look at YouTube, Jack Sloan 911. You will see this lowering. And now we're getting the tornado warning alerts on our phone. Oh, I see it. We've got so just so you know, this supercell to the south of Munday has a huge amount of rotation in it, and it had a mesocyclone in it just before all these tornadoes went off. Sirens went off, but there's no sirens going off here Monday. Okay. Holy cow! Are you measuring the wind?
No, I stopped.
See if you can measure the wind now. We got to get out of here. That was hell. I do not want any hell. We got hell. All right, that was the National Weather Service in San Angelo telling us that the rotation for the tornado warning is right here. I mean, literally right here on top of us. They were telling us to get out of here. There it is right there. You need to look around. This thing, I don't want this to drop on top of it. Where's it at? Where's Connor at?
Connor, I don't know.
We're headed south, people. We got to get out of the. We have got to get out of here. We have just as we left that intersection back there, we had a transformer blow. We've actually got winds going to the southwest from Munday.
I have seen some reports of damage. We've not gotten any.
I'm afraid we're driving into this tornado, not away from it. But we can't go behind us because there's too much storm behind us. We're going to try to get ahead of this lowering. Keep your eyes out there to the right.
Just look at that cloud.
I don't care about that, but watch that one right there to the right of the car. We've got at least 80-mile-an-hour winds, crosswinds on this road. What road are we on now?
We are on Highway 267.
We're on Highway 267, moving to the southeast out of Munday, Texas. We have
upgraded this from a particularly dangerous situation to an extremely dangerous situation. So that's not something that we see very often. That is one step above PDF during some severity.
This is absolutely probably the worst storm we've been in. So we've notified both San Angelo and Lubbock. Lubbock told us it's St. Angelo's area. St. Angelo told us it was Lubbock's area. I hope somebody took the report. St. Angelo told us to get out of Munday because the tornado circulation is right south of the town, and unfortunately that's where we're at, but we can't go behind us. Oh my God. If I can get down here, the wind is so strong. I bet we had 90-mile-an-hour winds back here in Munday. The problem is we're driving into the area where this second supercell's coming through. I'm trying to get up here to this clear spot, but if you can see what's on both sides of us, we are nowhere near being safe. Monday had there was all kinds of debris blowing across the highway in downtown Munday when we come through. We've got probably 60, 70 mile an hour winds out here right now. If you can see the trees on the side of the road, we're trying to get away from these power lines. I hope they're all on the left side as we get down here and not on both sides. There we go. If I can get down here to a road, I'm going to turn back to the west. You've got to see this second supercell.
It's got a big airport.
And the damage in this area from this tornado. Connor Crop again is trying to position back out in front of us.
We're trying to get away from these. Find me a crossroad back to get to the east.
To the left? To the east?
He's right near where the strike would be as well. They're all
We're going to turn around here in a minute and show y'all what we've got, but this is probably the worst storm. I've never seen two supercells as big as these come together right on top of a small town before.
Looks like a weather truck.
And the second supercell to the southwest of Munday has a huge amount of rotation in it.
Brand new tornado warning. This is going to be for those in Seymour, Texas, going towards Route 183.
What's the town south of me here?
This tornado warning, you need to seek shelter.
What town am I headed towards?
You are headed
You get to an interior room of your home building. This is heading out of the town of Seymour, Texas. Again, very strong rotation right now. Right along Route 82 heading into town. Heading towards 1919 for the next few minutes. Connor is driving into this. We'll go back to him. Actually, let me go to Connor here.
I don't know where this second supercell came from this quick.
Where Jordan is. Let me get Connor on here. Got strong winds are whipping.
They need tornado warnings out in Munday. So as soon as I can find a crossroad or somewhere I can turn to the west, you've got to see.
Stormrunner Media has them on the ground, by the way. Also, that truck that you're seeing, that is the hail truck. They use that to take pictures of
There's a
hail.
road that's going to be
Haskell.
Weird lighter right you see it.
In Haskell County, Texas,
Looks like.
I should have a big turn right here. Oh no, the road is starting to flood.
Jordan will no longer be able to see if that happens.
All right, we're going to try to
Yeah, so again, I think Jordan
turn, especially if the weather services are watching, you need to see this supercell
Jordan might be
before I lose coverage right here. Oh, here's a house.
Oh, that's damage. Oh, look at that. That's damage. That's some serious damage here. There's
So,
a tornado.
For the National Weather Service guys, here's that supercell to the south of Munday.
We got big damage here just outside of Seymour, Texas. From this tornado, and again,
We're in Haskell County.
Currently repositioning.
We have a huge amount of hail out here. I'm going to try to make a full swing to the right. We got a lot of rotation right there in front of us at that lowering. I wouldn't be surprised if this does not drop a tornado here in a second.
I think there is a tornado.
Right there. Here it comes. Look at that. Yeah, we got one dropping right here. If you can see on the live stream that nipple right in front of us coming out of that cloud, that whole cloud is rotating. We've got a lot of rotation.
Back in position. Connor is currently driving again into where the strongest winds are. The velocities bottom right of your screen are.
All right, people, I got to make a full 360 here. I got to see what else is behind me. Talking.
No.
This is a PDS tornado warning. It just got graded.
Look at this. There's the one to the front.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
We're right in the middle of this, and I don't mean, I'm not sure.
Extremely dangerous tornado that is in progress.
There's a lowering here.
Graded to PDS.
Where's it at?
Particularly dangerous situation. A large and extremely dangerous tornado is currently in progress, heading in the direction of Seymour, Texas. We have major damage that was just...
We just gassed up in Seymour. I told everybody at the gas station, look at this lowering in front of us. This thing's going to drop several tornadoes here in just a minute.
Away from windows and get on the lowest floor possible. This is one.
So we're just east of the dry line and just south of the... Oh, we got to get out of here. This lowering in front of us, I don't know if there's anybody here or not. I wonder, I see a car.
Particularly dangerous situation.
I got to let them know.
Indicated. No official observation.
We're gonna have to get out of here. We've got, I can't believe we're totally surrounded by supercells. And I don't know how I got myself into this.
Observation of this tornado yet, but we've had at least again significant damage there being reported.
Clear.
Yes.
What road am I on now?
We're on Highway 267 still. No. Highway 222.
When we made that turn?
Yes.
So tell me again what road we're on.
Highway 222.
All right, get me back up to Seymour. Put Seymour in and have it give me a route. What was that town we went through before Seymour?
Before Seymour?
Was it Vernon?
Yes.
All right, give me a route to Vernon. If there's anybody in the panhandle of Texas, east of Seymour, east of Munday, you need to be aware that these storms are headed your way, and we're trying to find a way to get out of the front of these.
We do not have any debris signature on the radar, but the tornado again will be just northwest of Princeton.
Even if this is not a tornado on the ground, the winds are of EF2, EF1, EF2 speed. Where am I at? I don't know if I want to go to Gory.
We don't want to go to Reservoir.
Just off to the west of Seymour, he's coming into town here in the next few minutes.
And my phone, we don't have service. Our service, I'm still waiting
I
for it
think
to load.
Jordan just passed down a down tree too, or passed by a down tree.
I don't, if I go north, I'm going to drive right back into it.
Again, this is an extremely very strong rotation right now. Moving in the direction of 1919 Road, just south of Lake Kemp.
I've only got
So
one
this storm in front of the camera was the original northern storm. Man, I don't know. If I go south, oh man, we're 6 of one, half a dozen of another, and I'm not sure which direction to go. Hold on. Get our helmets. That's not contamination. We're in Munday. It is bad.
Here's yours.
Give us a minute. We got to get our helmets on. We're right in the middle of this, and we can't see in either direction, front or back. So we're just south of Munday and Glory. Man, I don't like the look of this at all. We're going to go south. Car, clear your way.
Yes.
We're going to go south because we see there might be rotation to the north. We're trying our best to get out of this. Oh man. We got hail. We probably got 70-mile-an-hour winds. Just tell me it's straight. I think it's straight all the way down. Hail. We're right in the middle of this southern supercell. We probably got quarter-size hail, maybe a little bigger. We got 70-mile-an-hour winds plus. We got 70 miles. We're just south of Munday and Gory. What road are we on?
We're on,
So,
280.
quick. What town are we going into?
We were in Munday,
No, God.
and there was no town close by.
What was this road we were on? We're right in the middle of this southern supercell south of Munday and Gory. We've got quarter-size hail. We've got at least 70-mile-an-hour winds. I'm only doing 30 trying to stay on the road. What town was
We're
south?
on 222.
222?
Yes.
It can't be, is it?
Yes, we turned on 222 when we made that turn.
Okay, according to our map, we're on Highway 222 southbound, south of Munday, south of Gory.
The closest town to us is going to be Throckmorton.
We're at the intersection of 222 and Cumberland Road. We've got at least 70-mile-an-hour winds. We got hail the size of quarters, maybe a little bit bigger. And we have zero visibility on our windshield just about it. This is the southern supercell that was south of Munday and Gory. Holy cow. We've notified the both weather services in Lubbock and in St. Angelo. These are serious supercells. We have to go south because the rotation that we saw on our radar is just north of us, and the weather service had told where it was at, so we're trying to get far enough south so we wouldn't be able to see a tornado if it come through right now. If there's any tornadoes in here, they're totally rain wrapped. Right now, we're just in straight line winds. It's got to be 60, 70 mile an hour. It looks like the hail had stopped. Man, this is a major. What is the next town I'm going to come to on 220?
When we take a left to stay on 222, the next town that we're going to come into is going to be Throckmorton.
I don't even know what that you just said.
Throckmorton.
Can you spell it?
Throckmorton.
Far in front of me.
It's coming up pretty close.
Okay, is that a mile, 2/10 of a mile?
I'd say within.
Hail again. I don't know how we got in the middle of this. What was southern. You can see the wind blowing across the road there. Whoop, I've got to get back on the road. So we still got hail. But what happened was a supercell developed quickly to our south and pinned us in between it and the one to the north that went tornado warned while we were filming it. These are some monster storms. Oh no, here comes the hail again. I think I got a truck in the ditch. We do have a truck in the ditch. I can't roll my window down. Turn around. Let's see if you can get out.
But no, not really. This is not really going towards Dallas-Fort Worth. Tomorrow, though, North Texas is at risk for potentially some tornadoes, maybe some strong tornadoes.
Try.
The wind's definitely up here. This is some of our rear flank downdraft. I think we're going to get area station off Seymour.
No. We're in the middle of it. Finally. God, I thought this would be a bigger road than it is. Turn that down to a 1. Woo, doggy. Don't pay the ransom. We've escaped. Barely. Is that radio on or off?
What radio?
See it?
No, I don't see any numbers. Now I see it. 106.1. That is a nice super cell.
Man, oh man, oh man. We gotta stay ahead of the storm. How far?
26 miles and you'll be in Olney.
Okay, go ahead and change your cars. I know what you're doing now. You wouldn't tell me what you're doing. People, bear with us. We barely made it. I've been in Category 3 hurricanes that didn't have me as worried as those two supercells colliding back here. Since other than hurricanes, this is the absolute worst storm I have ever been in my lifetime. And we got caught right in the middle of them. That's southern supercell. It just developed so fast. And then we didn't have an escape route. Couldn't go back north because of a tornado and power lines and transformers blowing up behind us. We were west of Seymour at that point. Now we're headed to Olney, Olney, Texas, up here in the panhandle, trying to get back ahead of this thing. I have never seen a storm like this on radar in my entire life. When we come through Munday, Texas, transformers was blowing behind us. Debris was blowing across the road. We probably had 70-mile-an-hour winds on Monday before it actually fully got there. And we happened to be on the night talking with the weather service in St. Angelo, who said, "You better get out of there and get out of there now." They were tracking a rotation southwest of Munday in the southern supercell. The problem was we had no choice but to go south and drive right towards you. Because when you weighed how bad both of them were, the northern supercell was worse than the southern supercell. We lost our escape route when that southern supercell developed. As you can see, we're almost ahead of this. These two supercells look like they merged. And this is a huge, huge storm on radar. Like I said, I've been through Category 3 hurricanes down in Pensacola that weren't near as bad as what we just drove through and barely got out of. I think there was storm chasers scrambling all over the place to get away from it. We just went through Archer City. Where was that at?
Winds could be complaining. We really do not know.
You gotta hold on.
And they're okay.
Okay, I've got to go more to the west. So we've got 100-mile-an-hour winds in this storm. Hail, wind. Okay, we're driving right back into it. Let's get a map up. We gotta get a map up. I'm not driving back into this. We've already escaped this storm one time. I am not going back into it. Can you zoom out? Zoom out. So, am I moving to the east or not?
You're going to the
Northeast?
yes.
I do not want to get here storm chasing. This is at there. See if you can find Archer City. They said there's a rollover accident. I got my equipment with me. I think it's 422 was the highway.
As I mentioned, the rotation's pretty broad on this. I'm not that concerned right now about this storm, but we'll keep an eye on it.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Crazy. And while we're talking about crazy, now they have issued a tornado warning in Oklahoma. So that is the story. Okay.
City.
Archer City?
Yeah, 38 miles.
Nobody's going up there. I'm not going up there.
Exterior room of your home or building. Once again, that is from Sloan County in Oklahoma. You'll be going up towards Hollister and basically paralleling 5 and 54 road moving to the east.
That's why they said that emergency vehicles aren't even going to
No,
go there.
the wind's too high. 40-mile-an-hour winds will flip a ambulance.
Thunderstorms here move towards the east coast. Generally speaking, though, our severe weather threat is definitely dying down here in the northeast. So I don't think there's much more time until our severe weather.
Well, it ain't dying down in the Panhandle of Texas.
Connor's looking at a tornado and cell back over in Texas. Let's go to Connor.
You can stay there all you want to.
Use that storm here near Wichita Falls.
I've already been through this storm one time. People, this is one of the worst storms, if not the absolute worst storm I've ever been caught in the middle of. We had two supercells collide right on top of us. And even though I'm sitting there watching them, they developed so fast. And we've still got lowerings like the one right in front of me. It took us forever to get out of that storm. Even the weather service was telling me on the phone to get out of there. We're trying to get up to Olney, O-L-N-E-Y, Texas. I feel sorry for anybody going in the opposite direction of us. I'll tell you one thing you should always remember. If you see storm chasers,
I don't really see a definitive area rotation. We had a thing there just a moment ago south of 5. Looks a little bit broader on the latest scan, but we have a tornado again. Right for Oklahoma. We have a tornado.
don't block my mirrors, please. I can't do anything about it right
It's
now.
good to go whenever you're ready.
Put it in your pocket or something.
But Texas is going to see a line of storms. What's going to happen over the next few hours is that this entire segment of storms that we currently have is...
Man, I tell you what, that was worse than a Category 3 hurricane back here.
Oklahoma City back through Abilene. With damaging winds and also the potential for even a couple of tornadoes. By 11 to 12 o'clock, this will continue as a line of thunderstorms for Oklahoma City, back just to the south of Wichita Falls, and then during the overnight hours, this should continue. Might even see a tornado threat out of one of the
Tell you what, people, that was a scary situation. That's the one.
This way.
Where'd you go? Get it. Come on. Get it. Come on.
Right shoulder.
Yeah, that was him back there. I reckon. That ain't good. We're gonna have to gas up when we get home. She's got all the maps on her side, and I've got to concentrate on driving. She understands. I'm more bark than bite, but if you hear me get stressed and excited, we're in a potentially life-threatening situation. And that doesn't happen very often. I mean, you look there in front of us, that's just the edge of it. You got to see what was inside of it.
He is nice to me.
Well, I think he thought, because I raised my voice, that sometimes you only got a minute or less to find your route to get out. In this case, every one of our escape routes immediately got blocked. Not on getting away from the situation. Greg, don't worry about that. Just understand that we've got a really good working relationship, and it may sound bad on your end, but she understands if I get stressed and know we need to get out of there, we're potentially in line. So you're fine, we're fine, she's fine, I'm fine. We're just still trying to get ahead of this storm. When we went through Seymour and gassed up, we tried to warn them before we left the gas station. And I don't know how bad the damage was there. I know there's a lot of damage back towards Seymour. And when we came through Munday to get out of there, I know they were receiving some damage. They probably don't have any power right now. If you're just joining, go back to the beginning. No, that's fine, Greg, you're fine. It says go back to about 30 minutes ago, and you'll see what we got caught in the middle of. Seymour got hit, and there's damage there. So did, we were west of Seymour in Munday, and I tried to warn the people at the gas station on Seymour that they had to digest the information, but because we had storm chasers scrambling all over the place trying to get away from that storm. Like I said, I've been through Category 3 hurricanes that wasn't as bad as what I just drove through a while ago. I mean, I was pretty worried there for a minute. But I think Seymour's got damage. There's trucks overturned back there. Somewhere in Archer City, there's supposed to be a car accident on one of the roads, but the first responders can't get out to it. It's just like down in Pensacola. When the hurricane come in, we had to keep the ambulances inside the bays once winds reach 40 miles an hour. Anything over 40 mile an hour gust, a flipping ambulance or fire truck. To be honest with you, I've never seen a storm on radar look the way that this one did and not have a full, huge tornado buried in it. And even with the tornado in it, this thing looked like the whole supercell on radar was a miniature hurricane. That's what it looked like. I don't know how else to describe it. But I really get as bad as it did this afternoon down here. Actually, this afternoon's been worse than it, going into two separate supercells with tornadoes in them. If you've got family in Seymour, try to give them a call. Need to give them a call because they got they were right in the middle of when this come through. We were measuring at least 70-mile-an-hour winds where we were. We heard that I'm trying to think of that city. Benjamin might have been the city. Was it Benjamin?
I think it's
Benjamin, just up to the northwest of Seymour. They clocked 90-mile-an-hour gusts up there. I know Munday, to the southwest of Seymour, when we came through trying to escape, there was transformers blowing, stuff blowing all over the highway in the middle of town. Pretty bad. I hope everybody in Seymour is okay. We tried to warn as many people as possible. However, we didn't even know it was going to happen as it did.
Downdraft of the storm. It happened right at 7:08 Central Time, and at exactly 7:08 Central Time, we didn't have done anything too significant. I think we really got lucky in terms of the path that this took. There were a lot of storm chasers that got caught in this storm. A lot of them almost got into bad situations, as we said before. But I think we did really luck out with the storm. The reason that it's no longer really producing a tornado right now is I think the RFP was so strong, it just threw cold air out and went very quickly outflow dominant, and that's the reason why we're not seeing it produce a tornado or a couplet right now. It is going to feel to a line, like you said, and we could
But Greg, they just said that the Weather Service is actually going to classify official winds of 107 miles an hour right there around Seymour, where the front of the storm come through. I know we were at least 70 to 80 mile an hour winds once we were trying to escape it after the Weather Service in San Angelo told us to get out of there. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, they said a lot of storm chasers got in bad way that got stuck in it.
I'm going to tell you that I've never seen so many storm chasers run for cover, and we really, none of us had an escape route because it came over us and it was so big, covered such a wide area. We're still trying to get ahead of this thing. It's right to our left.
This storm that Freddie is currently on is still a serious storm. It's not just producing the potential for a possible tornado threat, but it's still producing 80-mile-per-hour winds. Still destructive supercell heading towards Wichita Falls, Burnett, and also just north of Albany. So if you're in this area, you got to continue to be in your safe place, away from windows and on the bus. This is still a dangerous.
Well, I thought we were going to be south of it. I didn't know it was going to come right in on us. Is that book?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that.
How did all of a sudden fog up?
Moisture. Boy, this Ray hit Wichita Falls.
They also Angie for Super Chat. Keep up the great work. Always watching from Ohio. Appreciate you tuning in.
There's a tornado warning up there.
The Frederick tornado warning. I'm not seeing really any definitive area rotation right now.
Okay, we're going to turn around in just a second. You can still see the edge of it on our live stream. But if I can find a good place to turn around and shoot back to the west, this storm still has very high winds and rain.
Keep in mind that we're doing a tornado watch here for the next.
I don't see any hail on the radar.
And even parts of central Texas where a couple of strong tornadoes are possible. Scattering
you're in Wichita Falls or anywhere to the east of Olney,
Up to 80 miles per hour.
this storm's headed right for you. It's still a dangerous. We're in Olney now, so we're going to find a good place to turn around and point back to the west. And we've got to gas up to be sure we got plenty of gas.
Storms. And as of right now, we're in a slight roll in our tornado risk with this line. But as it bows out, if we're able to get another inflow notch, which it looks like one is attempting to develop over Archer City, the tornado threat could increase going towards Wichita Falls.
Am I going right or
Also
should I
in the
take a left
direction
there?
of Henrietta.
I should have took a
Henrietta
left
will eventually
there.
be the path of it.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Hey,
downtown.
Donnie from Super Chat.
I don't think these storms are over with yet.
This is nothing like yesterday. I mean, yesterday, honestly, we had like 8 tornadoes confirmed yesterday. Riley relayed that we had 8 tornadoes confirmed back up there in like Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Man,
We
I don't
actually
see
had
any
tornadoes
gas
yesterday, but
stations.
again, it
Gonna
was
take
not
a
really,
left
like,
to
our
get to Main
threat.
Street.
It definitely panned out more as like a
Here?
slight risk, maybe a
In
low
9/10
enhanced
of a
risk for
mile.
like Wisconsin. So,
Here.
Donnie says sending an awesome lightning video. I just grabbed it in Ohio on Twitter. By the way, Ryan, if you see anything on Twitter, you can tag me. Or you can chat. Also, Jordan Hall helped a lady in a bathtub or something along those lines. She is okay.
I got a call.
That's just a heads up. Update there.
Sure.
Seymour, Texas, where we have had some damage. Have a new considerable
that.
severe thunderstorm warning here in Texas and Oklahoma. 70 mile per hour damaging winds.
Half a
wind
mile,
level
you're going to
size
take a
down
left
there.
on
So this is the front of this storm. You can see in the live stream.
It's going to be a long period of storms. Also convection out.
But this storm is far from over.
It's going to be moving into Wichita Falls here in the next few minutes. I do think our tornado warning is going to try to ramp up again in this area just southwest of Wichita Falls.
At the light, take a left. They'll put you on to
I got to get gas.
Right.
Okay, let me get gas and then we'll talk about getting out of here.
Oh, here's a gas station.
I hope it's open.
Came back from Randy, said we had 8 tornadoes that our 9th confirmed literally 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm
This
gonna
was
go over there and
yesterday,
guess, so.
Well,
Well, I can guess it.
The EF1, peak wind speed is 90 miles per hour, off the ground for 2.18 miles, maximum width 100 meters, started in Orange County and also ended in North County.
Okay, thank you for the update. We just got a new tornado warning. This is going to be for Hollister and Loveland in Oklahoma, just south of Manitow near Frederick. So our rotation is going to be...
All right, I'm going to gas up. I'll be right back.
This tornado warning.
wipe?
I am soaked.
You have both.
Well, they don't have an overhang on the gas pumps. I'm going to give you an address. Oh, they just put up. Did emergency alerts just go off again?
No,
I got something on my phone.
I think it's fine.
All right, we're going to get moving here just a second. Did you take a picture of that? That's the address I need you to put one of these maps on.
Let me see if I can.
Oh. That address right there.
Okay.
Alright, let me see if I can get out of here before it gets any worse. I do not want to get stuck here. We're in Olney, Texas. We're getting ready to get lambasted again.
Mileage. I need miles.
191,531. I'm going to let you put that in so I'll know which way to go.
Okay, I'm working on it.
So we're in Olney, Texas. Unfortunately, the supercell is getting ready to come back over the top of us again. Well, that's where we're at. We don't need a tornado out of this.
It's right there.
That one?
That one up there.
39 miles, 21 minutes. Can I follow them?
Yes.
We gotta go. This is getting really bad, really quick.
No. Yes.
Fort Worth, 100 miles.
So then it says you take a left.
Okay. As long as that's it, I'll. I just don't want to get in front of this, so you look on the map and make sure I'm not cutting right back in front of the storm again. Is this Archer City? Crap. So we've got a tornado warning right in front of us now. Here we go again.
Thank you, Pete. Appreciate the It's starting to get into the R&B circuit. The upwards right over holiday, rampant tornado be right over holiday. This is not the same situation as earlier where we could have gotten like strong tornadoes. Rotation's something strong enough there over the border. We could get a tornado. Right? The tornado's a tornado. We're over holiday right now.
I'm not going to cut across in front of this storm. So we're going to take a longer way.
Circulation is moving over the holiday.
If you're just joining us, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button and notification. We just got caught in the middle of two huge supercells that burst. A Category 3 hurricane that I've been in had nothing on this storm. This was really a bad storm we got called in earlier. You've definitely got to go back and watch this feed and see those supercells before they collided, and then all heck broke loose. And then you had storm chasers scrambling all over the place to get away from them. Now we've got a tornado warning just out to our left. We got out from under it. Now we're back in it, but we're on the southern edge. We got a tornado warning out for Wichita Falls, Texas. I don't care. This says we're going southeast. That's the way I want to go, away from this storm. Once it passes, then I'll go back north.
Scan does have rotation. It's a little bit broader, so not as strong. Our main template is over 182. This is again, 5 o'clock in the direction.
Where's 82?
Wichita Falls, Texas, moving northeast. So keep in mind our sun, the sun is setting right now.
82 goes north-south.
If you look at log radius, that is from German, Texas, and you can see it's actually a whole lot more. It's really dark. So what we're looking at in the storm right now is literally because of how all these hot dogs come. You have the input stop for this supercell, or no, for the 50,000 feet tall. So it's a very tall thunderstorm that is moving to Wichita Falls.
These two supercells that came together, they were dropping upside down. While we were filming one, a second supercell developed to our south extremely rapidly and cut off our southern escape route, and then when they merged, we got caught right in the middle of it. Weather Service said there was 107 mile an hour wind. A couple of chasers had found hail as big as a DVD in diameter. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I've been through Category 3 hurricanes that wasn't as bad as what we got caught in the middle of. When we came through Munday, Texas, we had transformers blowing behind us and debris blowing across the road. It looked like a ghost town. But there's a lot of damage up around Munday, Seymour, Texas, up in the panhandle here. We're still trying to get into this. You can see the clouds in front of us. That's the front of this line of storms. It's tornado warned going into Wichita Falls, Texas.
Bunch of chasers in the radio, bunch of them. They're the two that are on the storm. That's Freddie. This is back over to Connor. They're basically in the same area. This is again coming up on Allendale, just outside of Wichita Falls, Texas.
Man, oh man, was this been an afternoon. This was probably the worst storm I've ever been caught in the middle of and worried about whether we were going to make it out of it. Well, there was a scare that there was a tornado in it. We were on the phone with St. Angelo's Weather Service while we were driving through Munday, Texas. They were telling us to get out of there. We're at
right now paralleling 82, and if there's a tornado, it is going to be fully rain wrapped. So do not try to look out.